Hello, and today we'll be playing Remember the Flowers. So last time, both Cyrus and Cooper decided to go on a train, and this train would take them to the point where these people would meet them up so they could take Cyrus to Resum. So on their way there, the train made a stop, so the two of them used that as an opportunity to have a break and to stretch their legs and arms. So we're going to continue now. Hang on. I wonder if he's gonna get on the ground and start sniffing. It's kind of funny to see a hardened mercenary sniff around like a drug dog. Although to be fair, I hear they get paid a decent amount in return for substance abuse therapy. Raise my eyebrows as Cooper dives his paw into the sand a dozen feet away from the train. He tears into it from about 10 seconds, shoveling sand out of the way. It's kind of impressive. I guess this is another thing dogs have the advantage in. I knew it, Cooper exclaims triumphantly as he pulls something out, letting it sigh in the sun. It's small enough for him to hold between his fingers. I had to squint just to make out what it is from here. I think it's a chunk of some kind of rock. It's kind of reflective in the afternoon sun, but not dazzling. It has a bit of a blue tint to it too, which reminds me of a sapphire. I'll bite. What is it? Something worth at least 1,000 plumes. What, that little thing? What? Is it a gemstone? Better. Cooper walks over with a pair of pepper in his step before proudly showing me the fruits of his labor. This is a celestial fragment. If you want to be less pretentious, a lodestone. And I'm glad you asked. Where do stars come from? I don't think they come from anywhere. They just there. Okay, smartass. Where are stars usually? Space. Look at you. What my eyes. Can you just get to the point? Alright. Cooper huffs and hear his ego deflate. Almost. Long story short, this is a piece of one of the 7 stars. Oh. Wait, like what? You heard right. I told you they tried blowing them up. This one went all over the place. Cooper points to the ground where he dug it up from. See that in the sand? That's bits of glass from when this piece crash landed. Cooper, that's several feet away. No, I can't see it. Okay, then just take my word for it. Ugh. So what about it? Cooper places it in my good hand so I can get a better look. It's way more pretty up close. It definitely reminds me of an unrefined gemstone. Just cut it around a bit and you just have a dark blue sapphire. This is a piece of the air of the world. So why is it worth so much? If it were up to me, I'd say something that started the apocalypse would be worth less than dirt. I hand it back to Cooper. He slides on his axiom to digitize it. From what I gather, that's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it was like back in the day. Most stay away from the crash sites for good reason. And about a century ago, with the remnants of the technology we had, people were able to mine a lot of the chunks. Cooper slides away the axiom screen, letting me see the mechanism up close. Those stars are what power most of our technology now. Whoa. For the first time I really look at the axiom. It's still mind-boggling that something so sleek and compact is capable of all that. For the most part, there's not much left of the 7 stars, at least not around here. Still, you can get lucky and find a fragment or two. I see. That would certainly be an interesting way to live. Just going treasure hunting for the stuff. Interesting is a good word. It's annoying to sell it though. Gotta go through a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo with the government. It's almost not even worth doing. Almost is another good word. Gil gives me a thumbs up. there it is. Well, we got some time to kill. Want to help me find some? Sure, as long as we don't miss the train when it leaves. You got plenty of time. That thing doesn't just start and bolt off. It's gotta take some time to rev up. I say we have about at least 20 minutes or so. I'll hold you to it. That's the spirit. Someone's decided to make some risk. Someone's decided to make some extra cash. Always, Cooper exclaims with optimism. Shh. What if they hear us? They don't even know we're here. It's fine. Let's hope you're right. Our sides are starting to meander a bit away from the train. Oh, you want to follow the smell of burning glass? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Cooper nods before getting back to treasure hunting. His sniffing is audible even a dozen feet away. His tail is wagging side to side, almost remind me of divining rods. I doubt I have a nose sensitive enough to smell that. Even if I did, I wouldn't know what burning glass smells like. Oh well, once again, I'll at least humor him. When's the next time I'll be able to walk around the desert like this? Anyways, might even find something new to update my journal with. Every now and then I kneel down and play with the sand. It's still pretty warm from baking in the sun all day. It feels kind of good, to be honest. I doubt I'll be able to find anything, but this is more fun than just sitting in the car. Something in the corner of my eye catches my attention, something green. Oh wow, Kati. I made my way over to the tall green stalks. There's a lot of them over here. There are even some types of desert plants sprouting at the base of the cacti. I think Dinah once said that cacti are mainly water. Can the other flowers siphon water from the cacti? Now more than ever, I wish I had my own accent and just my phone. I would always call Dinah if I had a plant-related question. She'd take me to the greenhouse and give me the rundown on how to take care of whatever new exotic plants she got. Man, I miss that too. Sadly, my memories of our time in the greenhouse are still hazy. Hopefully that doesn't last too long. I crouched down and spread the flowers sprouted from the sand. And not with a smile, because I thought I have no idea what these are. They look kind of like wildflowers, but definitely not the white color. I thought they were usually white, while these almost look like a lighter shade of green. Still, they're pretty. Just looking at flowers like this makes me feel nostalgic. I should have helped Diana out more back then. A white, pink flower attracts my attention the most. One sprouting white from one of the bigger cacti. Wow. I raise my left hand up to caress the flower. It's amazing that something like this can bloom in the desert. I'm kind of surprised by how soft it is. There has to be a metaphor somewhere about how something so pretty can bloom in a place so desolate. I'm too tired to think of one though. I wonder. I try to tug it. I kind of want to bring it along. Maybe I can try to sketch it in my journal. I've never been the best at drawing, but the flower won't stay healthy forever. As far as I might, I can't muster up enough strength to yank it off. Wish I was ambidextrous. I didn't realize how much my left hand had really atrophied. I sigh and give up. Maybe one of these at the ground would be better anyway. They look more like traditional flowers. I feel kind of bad just ripping them from the roots. At least the cacti will bloom again. I don't know what compels me, but I start slowly digging with my left hand, and these roots go down further than I thought. They're at least 8 inches under the sand. I graze something with the tip of my finger. Something hard. A rock? I try to look into the small hole I made, but it's hard to see anything. Look at my right hand for a moment. I mean, it's not like I can feel the pain, right? Just I use my thankfully numb hand to help put some of the sand away. He was hoping I don't get anything in the bandages. Eventually, I unearthed one of the wildly flowers along a sizable rock. I smelled something acrid. The rock is blue and hits in the palm of my hand. I think it's a lodestar. If it is, it's huge. Way bigger than the one Cooper found. Holy shit, did I really just find this? What did I do with it? I looked behind me for Cooper. He's fairly far away, but within sight. The thought crossed my mind to keep it, but what would I even do with it? Oh, I know. Cooper, hey, over here. Wait, the Cooper south. If he can barely hear me, no one from the train can. Soon enough, I can see those little yellow triangles point in my direction before Cooper starts jogging slightly to reach me. What? What's up? He starts sniffing the air, looking toward the ground. Find something? I sure did. I present the fruits of my labor. His eyes looked like they were about to pop right out of his head upon seeing the lodestar. What the fuck? You found that? Here? Yes, sirree. Right here, in fact. Point towards a hole in the ground before wiping the sand away from my pants with my free hand. You want it? Huh? I held it out to him. Take it. You can make better use of it. You make better use out of it than I could. I can't just. I know he wants to. Now's not the time to let pride take over. I think it's fair compensation for taking care of me, deal? But also, I'm pointing to the big pink flower growing from the cactus. You gotta cut that off for me. I want to bring it along. Cooper blinks for a moment before laughing. God, you're such a freak. Cooper chuckles a little more before pulling a knife out and carefully cutting the flower off at the base. He gingerly hands it to me. It almost looks like a rose. I ain't gonna cut it, though, here. Cooper takes out the other lodestar he found earlier. You can have this as a keepsake. It's a deal. But it's changed the chunks of lodestar. Cooper immediately starts to inspect the chunk I gave him. I move my smaller piece around at different angles. It's pretty. He gingerly hands it to me. It almost looks like a rose. I ain't gonna cut it, though, here. Cooper takes out the other lodestar he found earlier. You can have this as a keepsake. It's a deal. In exchange for chunks of lodestar. Cooper immediately starts to inspect the chunk I gave him. I move my smaller piece around at different angles. It's pretty. We don't have time to admire the small fortunes we found as the train starts to make an ungodly sound. Yeah. Whoops. There's our ride. Here, get on. Cooper crouches down. I don't even have to think. I just climb onto his back. I thought you said... Oh, shut up. It was worth it. Hang on. We both laugh as Cooper makes a bad dash for the train. It's been about an hour since we got back on the train. The sun's starting to set, making it get darker and darker inside the car. We haven't said anything since we got back on. The realization that our last day together is ending has stuck in, at least for me. Cooper's been using his accent with a smile on his face. He's holding up the check of lodestar with his free hand. I think he's trying to appraise it. Meanwhile, my anxiety has been spiking through the roof. I've been scribbling my flower in the journal for a while now. They're mostly incoherent drawings. Occasionally, I have to practice my breathing exercises. I don't want Cooper to pick up on my mood swings. When I do glance at him, I only notice his ears somewhat perked in my direction. That doesn't last long as he continues fiddling with his accent. Cooper chuckles a little more before pulling a knife out and carefully cutting the flower off at the base. He gingerly hands it to me. It almost looks like a rose. I ain't gonna cut it, though, here. Cooper takes out the other lodestar he found earlier. You can have this as a keepsake. It's a deal. In exchange for chunks of lodestar. Cooper immediately starts to inspect the chunk I gave him. I move my smaller piece around at different angles. It's pretty. We don't have time to admire the small fortunes we found as the train starts to make an ungodly sound. Yeah. Whoops, there's our ride. Here, get on. Cooper crouches down. I don't even have to think. I just climb onto his back. I thought you said, oh, shut up. It was worth it. Hang on. We both laugh as Cooper makes a bad dash for the train. It's been about an hour since we got back on the train. The sun's starting to set, making it get darker and darker inside the car. We haven't said anything since we got back on. The realization that our last day together is ending has sunk in, at least for me. Cooper's been using his accent with a smile on his face. He's holding up the check of Lodestar with his free hand. I think he's trying to appraise it. Meanwhile, my anxiety has been spiking through the roof. I've been scribbling my flower in the journal for a while now. They're mostly incoherent drawings. Occasionally, I have to practice my breathing exercises. I don't want Cooper to pick up on my mood swings. When I do glance at him, all I notice is ears somewhat perked in my direction. It doesn't last long as he continues fiddling with his accent. Every so often, I open my mouth to try to strike up a conversation, but I can't think of what to say. I mean, I have so many things I want to talk about, but knowing that I won't be able to get through them all before we leave keeps me from starting. I want to know more about Akila, about Lodestars. My head starts to hurt again. About Cooper, I don't want to lose another friend so soon. Hey. I put my head towards Cooper, almost out of desperation. You, okay? Don't even hesitate. No, I'm not. Jeez, sorry. It's nothing you need to apologize for. Tomorrow's a big day for both of us. Do you want to eat? It's a bit early, but we could have dinner now. Not really. I'm not super hungry. Suit yourself. You can eat if you want. Don't wait on me. I'll be fine. Right. Cooper once he sits up and walks to sit on my right again. You're talking to the guy who's lived by himself for the past several years. I think I know a thing or two about how bad it is to be alone. Cooper points to my journal. What's it doing? Huh? Oh. I almost want to close the book. The drawings really don't look too good. I was just sketching a flower you helped me get. Oh, that's impressive. I snorted. Come on, you can barely tell what it is. Hey, I can't do something like that. I doubt most people I know could. Oh, right, I guess drawing isn't something he knows how to do. Do you want to try? Huh? Cooper puts his ears up as I hold up the pen. Oh, no. I don't know the first thing about using that thing. You seriously never held a pen before? Not that I'm aware of. I stopped before reaching for Cooper's left palm with my left hand. It's a bit awkward. What are you doing? Just relax. Here, open your palm. Cooper does so and lets me take control. Huh. This payback for teasing my filing stance. Opening the pen on his palm and try to curl his distance around it. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's shaking. Everything okay? Yeah, just don't know how much strength I should use to hold it. I don't want to break it. Ready to humble brag about your strength. Things are fairly doable. Just make sure you have a steady hold on it. Cooper nods as he stabilizes his palm. Surprised you know I'm left-handed. You type on your accent with it, so I just assumed. Fair enough. I hold the notebook out for him. Yeah, try to do something. Do what? Something. I don't know. Try to make a line. Oh, okay. He messes up one page, then 2 pages, then ends up ripping several pages in failure. His ears are pulled back, his eyes are wide. He can't help but break the tension by bursting out in laughter. What? He exclaims in embarrassment before he looks up. Oh my God, for all his expertise, the fact that he can't even draw a simple line on a piece of paper is making me lose it. No, sorry, I shouldn't be laughing at you. It's just, I wasn't expecting you to just whip into it like that. Thank God I can't feel pain. I'm sure my ribs will be hurting at this rate. It's hard, okay? No, it's not. That's why it's so funny. He tosses the pen into my lap and crosses his arms. He hurls a loud, but his tail is still wagging a bit. As I calm myself down and pick the pen back up. I tear out the ruined pages, thankfully. There were a lot. Jeez. Okay, here. I'll show you how to write your name. My name? Yeah, I think it would be good for you to know how to write. What? Nothing. I got this far without writing it. Doubt I really needed to. Well then, you can impress your friends back home. Right. Come on, it'll be fun. Whatever you say. For the next couple of hours, I'll try to teach Cooper how to write his name. My Cooper Quaker versus his Cooper Quaker. His attempts weren't bad, but something about his handwriting irks me. It's kind of like Comic Sans. For his sake, hope that'll change over time. Cooper breaks out some dinner as he continues working on his penmanship. He's really invested in it at this point. Not sure why he's being so competitive about it. Probably a wolf thing. It isn't until Cooper starts yawning that I realize how late it's gotten. I keep going, showing him how to do basic cursive. I don't use it much myself, but it looks pretty. Sorry? We should get to bed. How about my lap? I knew he was going to say that. But I wanted to show you how to write your name like this, Cyrus. He's got a sleepy yet stern look on his face. We need to get some sleep. I can't help but yawn myself, besides my anxious shudder. I could stay up a bit longer, but you shouldn't. Come on. Cooper gets up, but I grab his paw. What? Ken, you sleep on this side of the car for the night? Hate that I sound like a child. The tears welling up don't help my case either. Sure. I use Cooper's jacket to discreetly wipe my face as he brings his makeshift bed over to mine. You okay? I shake my head. That's okay. Let's just get some good sleep, alright? Despite the circumstances, Cooper's putting on a bright face. I can't say I'm doing the same. Come on. Cooper lays down before slowly pulling me down to my pillow. He pulls over each of our blankets. We're under our own, but we're still pretty close. I can still smell his vanilla fur. I stare at him for as long as I can. What? I miss you. Cooper flicks his ear. At that, it huffs. We'll see. He gives a great big yawn before settling down against his pillow. I'll see you in the morning for the last time. He rests his arms over his head as he smacks his lips a few times before flopping his head back, falling fast asleep. Wow, that was quick. I'm surprised he's not snoring. He looks completely relaxed, the exact opposite of me. I guess I should try to take a page from his book. Maybe it's because I'm so tired, but I'm not feeling quite as anxious. Could also be because I got a friend by me. That's undeniably a nice feeling. Watch the chest move up and down with each breath. Damn, I really don't want to go to bed. But soon enough, the more I watch Cooper sleep, the more my body makes me follow. I start matching his breathing, like we did when we met. Breathe in, breathe out. Before I know it, I'm fast asleep. At the very least, I hope this is a restful one. When I finally wake up, I'm annoyed that it's still dark. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that my last night on the train isn't easy to sleep through. But it's not from my anxiety. There's a sound I can't ignore. It's grating like something scratching on metal. Cooper. Hey, do you hear that? All over to face him, but he's not there. Wait, he's not there? Where is he? I jumped up in a panic. There's a bit of moonlight peering into the car from above, but it's enough for me to realize I'm completely alone. Despite my anxiety, I can't help but yawn pretty hard. Must be nearly 4 a.m. Whenever I had trouble sleeping, Damien would just hug me tight until I fell back asleep. At least that was an option here. I don't hear the train moving. Did we stop? If we stopped moving, there's not many people left. Who's making that noise? I think it's coming from above. Through the process of elimination, I assume Cooper's doing something. Either that or some kind of weird alien creature is eating him up there. Both logical explanations. I try to cover my ears and go back to sleep, but I can't block out the noise. Sadly, I'm one of those people who need absolute silence and darkness to fall asleep. Well, I'm already up, so with a great big huff, I push myself to stand before putting Cooper's jacket back on. The door is cracked open. It's a bit heavy, but I managed to push it forward. Sure enough, the train is not moving. I hear that irritating sound much clearer. In fact, it's right above me. Oh, hey. Cooper looks down at me. He's sitting on the edge of the train. Hey, what are you doing? Sitting. Sitting doesn't make an obnoxious sound. No. He holds up a pocket knife and I think a brick of metal. Just sharpening. Okay? Why? Cooper rolls his eyes. I couldn't sleep. It usually helps me relax. Well, now I can't sleep. Tragic. Cooper jets his snout up, indicating for me to join him. At least I can show you something cool. Come up. I respond to that with a sleepy groan, but as usual, I comply. I'm making up a few of the divots by myself. Cooper lifts me up the west once I get close enough. There we go. How are you feeling? Tired. That's crazy. What do you want to show me? Patience. I'll show you soon. Okay. I sit next to him on the edge of the car for a little while. Although I'm so tired that I occasionally nod far enough off the edge of the ledge so that Cooper has to grab me by the collar to keep me from falling. I know you're tired, but come on. Wonder whose fault that is. Who's to say? I glare at him. Instead of sitting next to him, I opt to sit behind him, back to back. I feel Cooper's tail slap my leg a bit, but I'm not going to comment on it. I only use it as ammunition when I can form a coherent thought. So why can't you sleep? Cooper strikes a brick again. I'm just excited. I'll bet. I shiver. It's the middle of the night in the desert, 'cause it's cold. I pull the hood up and rest against Cooper's back. Then his back is pretty toned. That's good. I like my mattresses firm. Wait, is that weird? What about you? You doing alright? I'll live. You sure will. Obviously, still nervous about everything though. Understandable. We really gotta go through this. Cooper stops mid-sobbing. I can feel his back tense for a moment. Yeah, we do. This isn't up for debate. I see. Sorry. It's okay. Let's just enjoy some peace and quiet while we can. He says that, but he goes back to sharpening his knife. I don't think he's even doing it right. On second thought, let's talk. Cooper chuckles. About what? That knife you're sharpening. Do you actually use it? Cooper pauses. Not really. Why? For starters, don't think you're sharpening it right. Huh? It's supposed to use like a special oil for the blade, or at least water. All you're doing is scraping it against a metal brick. Is that bad? Well, I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to spark like that. It should be a relatively smooth sound. I don't even notice it anymore. Second, it doesn't look as reliable as the one you gave me. You're right, I'm definitely not going to squeeze it with my bare hands. Ha ha. Cooper goes back to sharpening it. It's more for nostalgia's sake. My ex got it for me. Oh. Damn, I thought we already opened all the cans of worms before. It's the last thing he gave me. It gives me something to do while I think. What are you thinking about? All the things I'll be able to do after tomorrow. Are you gonna finally get a respectable job? Maybe, if I'm bored. I'm looking to retire. Retire? How old are you? 29. Pretty young to be retired. I know people who can't ever retire. I'm not passing up this opportunity. I guess I can respect that. I sighed softly. It'll be fine. I know. Good. Cooper continues to sharpen. Now I'm curious. So, ex, huh? What happened? Someone's being noisy tonight. It's hard for me to focus on anything but that knife. Like, with half fire, he tossed me. And that's kind of brutal. Man, I'm still alive. I consider that fine. I pause. I hope when you retire, you can start living life how you want to. Where's this coming from? You're too good to be working as a mercenary. Not this again. I cut him off. Come on, possibly you will. Why should I? Cooper asked with a bit of playful snarkiness. I think that says I'm basically the reason you were able to retire. I should get some say in how you spend it. Just for thinking there. Cooper scraped the brick a couple times more. I'll think about it. Good. With my little victory, I give in and rest against his back once more. Cooper seems to be scraping the knife a bit softer now, not making nearly as much of a racket. Just enough to be decent background noise. The moment of quiet is at the water, however, the train jolts a bit, and soon begins moving forward. I have half my mind to get down. I try to sit up, but Cooper stops me. You'll be fine. If anything happens, I'll grab you. It actually reassures me enough to go against my better judgment. With a smile, I sit back against Cooper and take in the passing scenery. The wind against my face is actually rather pleasant. It's a bit chilly, but in a good way. I feel myself waking up. Wait, that's bad timing. It's a bad thing. I doubt I'll be able to sleep once we get back down. Hey, Cooper, what time is it? It's a little after 5. At what time do we have to get off? Our meeting is a little after noon. So, about 7 hours left, huh? I sighed. I know you do. Cooper leans to the side for a moment. I look back at him. He's looking at the horizon. Hey, look at that. I squint out what little light I could see. Wait, there's light? The sun's starting to rise. The skyline started itself to a pinkish hue. It's quite pretty. The last time I saw the sunrise was. I saw it again as I think of Damien. I never got to see him again, did I? I shake my head. What a weird thought. So it's not much of a farewell gift, but sunrise away from all The city lights is the best I could do. Don't worry, I love it. I remember something. I carefully retrieved the flower Cooper got me. Got the pockets of spaces. When I got this too, I consider the sunrise a consolation gift. How gracious of you. Ah yes, some of our last bantering. Run my left eye a bit before sitting against Cooper again. How the hell did I get attached to this guy so quickly? Because of the wind, the flower nearly flies out of my hand. I make sure to hold it underneath the long stem of my fingers. Almost looks like I'm holding a glass of wine. Cooper, do you like wine? No, not really. It's kind of gross. What kind of drinks do you like? Beer. You do? Seems like a beer drinker. Oh yeah? What's that supposed to mean? I give a great big yawn as I lean against Cooper more. You just, I don't know, have those kind of vibes. You know, there are better places to sleep than on top of a train. I don't think there's any place I'd rather sleep than right here. Cooper has a short coughing fit. I'm too tired to say I was just joking. Just hope I catch you if you fall. I don't need to. The last thing I hear is Cooper's tail swishing next to me. For once, I'm happy about being woken up in the middle of the night. This was a nice way to end our last night together. Some time must have passed. I feel like I'm laying down instead of sitting up. I don't have a lot of time to get my bearings as Cooper wakes me up. Hey, come on. How long are you gonna sleep? You're gonna be late. Huh? What? Wake up, you slept way too long. I go on to push myself up. What? What time is it? A little past 11. I guess we need to wake up instantly. What? I tried waking you up earlier, but you wouldn't budge. What? Here, eat some breakfast. We gotta walk into town in about 30 minutes. Wait, what? Then I was hoping we at least have one last breakfast together. There's no sense in arguing. We do have a deadline to meet. Cooper has to help me open the wrapping of the porcelain pack he gave me. I'm in such a daze. I guess our little dawn session took a lot out of me. I'm surprised you were able to bring me down. Wasn't hard, you're not very heavy. I guess that's a plus. How are you feeling? Kind of whatever. It's going to happen whether I want it to or not. You got that right. Who expressed the situation? It's not funny. I know. I guess he's excited about my premature retirement fund. Guess I can't blame him. Anyone would kill to be able to retire before 30. I'll be fine. How hard can it be? That's the spirit. Who knows, maybe by this time next week you'll be back home. I hope so. I just hope they can answer my question since someone couldn't. Cooper gives me a finger gun, classified, with my eyes. Probably the last one I'll give him. I fills up the meal quick. Cooper gives me some of that strong water. I'm feeling awake again. All right. I think I'm about as ready as I'll ever be. Stalled on there, but we still gotta get there. When agonizing wait, which is required, I bet. I stand up and do a bit of stretching, getting ready for the next part of the journey. Help Cooper clean up most of his belongings. Cooper tries to bundle all the trash up and then throws it aside for the car. He's more annoyed about it than I was, saying he doesn't like to waste things or throw things away like that, but he didn't want to leave any evidence behind. I point out that some of his fur must be left behind somehow. He started saying it's hard to ID someone based on their fur alone. Sisters would just say it belongs to another animal of the same species. Blood or saliva is much better to figure out who someone is, at least according to him. That should be everything. As if on cue, the train starts to slow down, which in turn causes my heart rate to pick up. Ready? I follow our breathing exercise one more time. In and out. Yeah, I am. Alright then, let's head out. Okay? We'll close the door before looking outside. Alright, let me carry you until we're in the city. Cooper crosses down. Without even thinking about it, I climb up on his back. It's gonna be a pain bringing all these bags back home by myself. Maybe you can pay someone to help you carry them. Maybe I could. With that final quip, Cooper starts a steady jog perpendicular of the train. Doesn't seem like anyone knows us. Once the train is sufficiently far away, Cooper turns towards the city in front of us. Is that Resum? No, that's Green. They arranged for a car to take you there. How nice of them. For them, it kinda is. That's encouraging. Always happy to help. I'm sure. I was against Cooper Soda looking up at the city in front of us. Barely an hour left. I bet Cooper can feel my heart beat against his back. For all my bravado, I'm not able to hide my anxiety. Guess that's to be expected, but still. Cyrus, I know I'll be fine. Exactly. By tonight, you'll be sleeping in an actual bed. Probably after having better food, too. Unless the company is just as good, it won't really matter. Cooper's ear flicks at that. You've been good to me, man. I'll miss you. Oh, come on, don't get all sappy on me. But it's true, I'll miss you. If you say so. I'm curious. So look down behind me. I was right. His tail is wagging. About 20 minutes, we were in the city called Green. Weird name. What's even weirder is that it seemed to be deserted. Cooper's not being subtle about running through the town. His claws clacking on the pavement below echo through the empty streets. Where is everyone? Gone. No one's lived here for a long time. Oh, why? I think they never got back on their feet after the 7 stores. That sucks. Indeed. Cooper starts panting a little bit. He has been jogging with me on his back the whole time while carrying a few bags. Hey, you can put me down. No one's around, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. Cooper carefully sits me down and then stretches his back. Yeah, I hate running. You're pretty good at it. Kinda have to be. I can imagine here. I pick up 2 of the lighter bags. Thankfully, we went through a decent amount of supplies. Thanks. Anytime. We start walking together in the heart of town. Our echoing footsteps are the only semblance of ambience we have. It only spikes my anxiety. Gotta say, you're getting better at your poker face. Gotta get your heart rate under control, though. Cooper Soda bumps me. I laugh weakly. Thanks, I guess. I think I'm just too nervous to really emote. You're probably thinking of a million different possibilities in that head of yours. More or less, I don't have it in me to keep up a conversation. I want to talk and what you do, but I just can't. Cooper takes out his accent window. Looks like the car is on the street up ahead. I can't help but let out a sticky sigh. The silver runs down my spine as well. Okay, fuck, I'm scared. We turn the corner. In complete contrast to the ghost town, there looks to be a decent-sized vehicle parked at the end of the road. My heart is beating so fast it hurts. I try to take deep breaths, but it only makes it hurt more. I start walking. Something's breaking my inner panic. It's Cooper. He passed my head, ruffling my hair slowly, methodically. You're okay. You're okay. Oh fuck. I think my worst fears are about to come true. Rub my eyes a bit as some tears start to form. Cyrus, sorry. I, I I struggle to speak coherently. I'm trying to be brave, but I'm really scared. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to leave you. My emotions sort of sour. My emotions sort of pour out of me. I don't have the heart to look at Cooper. He's probably looking at me in disapproval right now. To my surprise, Cooper breathes me in fast in a tight embrace. He's wrapping his big body around mine. He's shaking a bit. His heart is beating alongside mine. You're okay. We're okay. No respond. I wrap my arms around him, embracing him as long as I can. Cooper strikes the back of my head for a little while. We say nothing for a bit. Cooper's the first one to pull away. He looks serious. Believe me, sirs, I'm not happy to be doing this. You're the first one in a long while I've connected with, at least at this level. Rub my eyes and nod. If there was a chance for us to leave this place together, I think I'd take it. He takes a deep breath to steady his shaking voice. But there's not. This isn't something we can get out of. Not anymore, I can't. I now once more allows a sniffle. I know, I'm just... Yeah, it's a lot. Cooper pulls the hoodie up for me one last time. He keeps the jacket as a memento. I nod, okay. I don't have enough time to get my motion stable as Cooper covers my mouth. Wait, that sounds like... My thoughts are already going haywire. I barely hear anything, except the distant sound of boots. Shit. How did they find out about this meeting? Cooper takes his paw away to grab my hand. Come on, let's get you in the van. Wait a minute. Cooper persists, and for the first time, makes me with force. It's hard to keep up with him when he's seriously running. Once we make it to the car, Cooper opens one of the back doors and hoists me up. Sorry, this is it. Goodbye, Cyrus. I hope you know you are a cool guy. Good luck. Wait a minute. Cooper doesn't let me continue as he shuts the door. There's a locking sound. Cooper! I bang on the metal doors as hard as I can. It makes a dull thud. The door is super thick. I look around at the interior for a way out. It almost reminds me of the inside of an ambulance. There are benches on either side of the walls that sit under tinted vertical windows. The front seats are blocked by a barrier almost like the back of a taxi. Besides a tiny window, there's no way of getting through. My heart is racing. I don't want Cooper to have to deal with those goons alone. I went back to the thick metal door. There's a medium-sized circular window in the middle. I'm trying my best to look outside. Sure enough, there are two of those armored goons slowly walking towards the van. I have to reposition myself just to look at Cooper. He's standing close to the van. He looks calm. I expected him to take out a weapon or at least get into a fighting stance, but no, he's just standing completely casual. Is he not going to run them off? Maybe Cooper can sense my anxiety from in here despite the door. It's only about a dozen feet away. I can hear one of them talking, but it's a bit muffled. The first guard who speaks sounds like a man. He has a lax posture. The other seems much more serious and doesn't speak. So, in your luck, Cooper doesn't respond. Oh, come on, man. Don't be like that. You know full well how much I hate you. You say that, but you're the one who contacted me. Huh? You're one of my only contacts. There. I'll take where I can get. Oh, I'm well aware of that. You're that kind of scum. I could still rat you out for letting one of them escape. He didn't escape. Someone broke him out. Sounds like another layer of your incompetence. The guard tilts his neck. I can hear something pop. He always been good about getting on my nerves. So about my pay. Not so fast, hot shit. You better put up some proof that he's really a pristine carrier. My head starts to hurt while I listen to this guy. What are they talking about? What's going on? I can hear Cooper sigh as he opens his exit window. He slides to the inventory sphere. It would materialize as something. They look like bandages. Wait, are those? Here, he was wearing them when I found him. You check his blood for these, right? Baby, it's been about a week. Hand them over. Cooper whips one of the bandages off, keeping the rest. Collateral. Whatever you say. My head feels like it's about to burst. I don't get what's happening. What's a pristine carrier? Why do I recognize that term? The guards pull out his axiom and takes out some kind of gadget. It looks like a scanner. Huey. Yep, that's him alright. You seriously need an upgrade. Pictures would have done wonders. What's unfinished here, I'll consider it. Fair enough. As per your agreement, we'll send you half of the negotiated payment. Once we're back at Resume, we'll send the rest. Cooper turns his head to get a better look at the screen. Cooper's eyes light up as he watches the screen. A smile curls on his lip as he slides the axiom off. Pleasure doing business with you, Clement. I say the same, but we both know that isn't true. Anyways, we better get going. If we don't make it back to base ASAP, we'll be screwed. Sounds like a personal problem. You don't know the half of it. Hey, newbie, go start the car. Yes, sir. Wait, what's going on? Wait. Are these the guys taking me to Resume? They look like... The van says as they both enter the car, the engine starts. I look towards the front of the vehicle. There's a window for people back here to talk to the drivers. My hair hurts, but I have to know what's happening. Hey, what's going on? Huh? What do you want? Where are we going? The Resume, obviously, but... Oh, that's right. Lance did say you lost your memory. And pause. Who's Lance? The obnoxious guard starts bursting out of laughter. The quiet guard interrupts his fit. She sounds like a woman. Sir? No. Can you blame me? This dumbass doesn't know he just got sold. They even know the guy's name. It's hysterical. Clement keeps laughing. That memory loss was a blessing in disguise, I guess. He's going to be in for a world of hurt when we get back, though. What? What are you talking about? I was with someone named... Oh, let me guess. Curtis? Or was it Gerald? Cooper. Damn, this is another laugh. God damn, that's funny. The fucker must be running out of aliases. Hey, how long till we get moving? About 3 minutes, sir. Hurry up. I'm not about to lose my job due to your incompetence. Yes, sir. They completely ignore my stunned expression. They don't even acknowledge I'm here anymore. My heart rate has done a complete 180. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't beating. Everything feels so still, and I started to realize what's going on. I slowly moved back to the other window, trying to get a good look at the man I spent the past week with. Hey, Cooper. My voice is a strained whisper. He's a bit further away now, tapping away on his axiom. I knock on the glass, trying to get his attention. His ears perk up before he looks at me. He must see my horrified expression, but he doesn't seem to react too much. He looks somewhat indifferent to the situation. The more I stare at him, though, the more his expression changes to one of discomfort. He looks to the side for a moment and takes a deep breath before looking back at me. So just like when we first met. I lightly bang on the door. Hey, Cooper. Either he can't hear me or he's ignoring me. Regardless, he turns on his heels and starts to walk away. I'm slamming my fist against the window now. Cooper! I bellow as I keep slamming the window, hoping to elicit some kind of reaction out of the yellow wolf I call fun. No response. I grunt with each continuous slam as if I had any chance against the prison I found myself in. For fuck's sake, don't start moving yet. Give me a second. Tears are streaming down my face. What the fuck is going on? Did that bastard actually just sell me off? Why were we running away from these guys? One final grunt, I slam my fist against the door, but I'm met with a pocket of air. The guard opens the door from the outside. Alright, enough crying. I had about enough of this hissy fit. I'm almost out of breath at this point. There's both fear and anger in my eyes. I guess he doesn't quite like that as he sucker punches me right in the gut. All the wind vacates my body at once. It's a bizarre sensation to not be able to feel the punch just to enter the mouth. Sir, relax, we just say Lance did it. Look at his hand, he's clearly been tampered with. He hits me up by my bandaged wrist, disregarding the fact that I'm struggling for air. Just look at what he's done to himself. His right pinky is just about to snap off. Through my days, I try to focus on my hand. I must have been hitting the door pretty hard as my pinky is definitely crooked. There's fresh blood staining the bandages though. Well, we can use this as another opportunity to check him. He drops me before he opens his accent window. Before I know it, my legs and arms are tied up by some sort of fabric. I can feel him pinch my pinky with something. Well said, that's definitely him. Guess that settles it. I'll be back up front. Make sure he doesn't go under. Sir, once the asshole leaves, the quiet guard leans down next to me. I'm sorry, this will all be over soon. All I can do is glare at her. I don't even want to acknowledge her. Regardless, he helps me sit on one of the benches along the wall. Just sit tight for a little while longer. I look in her direction, but not at her. Through her. I don't dare. She listens to my directions for a while, as if she wants to say something else. She doesn't, though. She just leads out the back and sets the door. Getting ready to start the car. Everything's happening all at once. I don't even bother processing anything. I'm aware that I'm shutting down emotionally. This is too much to process at once. Look out the window one last time. Not a wolf in sight. I'm not sure how long it's been since we started moving. I haven't bothered to converse with either of my captors since we left. Occasionally, I look outside the window. There's a lot of desert. I have time to think about everything that's happened for once, but I really don't want to. I don't want to believe that any of this is happening. So I choose not to acknowledge it, hoping I'll wake up on the train next to Cooper. No, next to Lance. I started to shake my head. How could I have been so stupid? Not just for believing him, but for getting so attached. Did he really sell me? This wasn't just him taking me home. What the hell is Rizzo? Why does my hair hurt more than usual? God fucking hell. This is bullshit. I started to lean back. I wish I had some of that pain relieving shit Lance had. I could feel a scowl form on my face. If nothing else to do, I succumbed to laying against the cool metal wall of the van, watching the boring desert scenery go by. Occasionally, the two cars at the front strike up a conversation with each other. Most of it was about stuff I don't understand or care about. One part catches my attention. So about Cyrus. What about him? We're not going to check his wounds before we start again. Why would we? They'll take care of him at a central facility. I know, but Relax, his injuries aren't life-threatening. I've been told they've pulled femurs out of him without him so much as flinching. A punch to the gut is nothing to a guy like him. They fucking what? Hello? What are you talking about? Alright, you're here. No shit. Where are we going? Resume. I'm losing my paces again. To maintain some level of dignity, I cut the conversation there. I'm not gonna get anything out of him. Can't wait. Well, I'm sure. I stick my tongue out at him, despite the fact that he can't see me. I nearly bite it as we come to a complete stop, sending me to the ground head first. Okay, I felt that. I'm definitely bleeding above my temple, and can't breathe properly while tied up in this position. What the hell do you think you're doing? We don't have enough time to make a detour. The other guard doesn't respond. The next thing I hear is a short scream before something slams into the glass. Besides my pain breathing, it's quiet. Hear the front door open along with the guard shouting at someone. Hey, oh, Ansel. Are you around? This is where you said to be, right? She's yelling into the desert. After several minutes of her yelling, I'm surprised to hear another voice actually respond. Rose, we're over here. Oh, there you are. Did I actually beat you, Axel? Just by a bit. What's the situation? Well, I just saw Clement's thick skull against the window. Smart. You might want to ditch him for the crows. I was thinking the same thing. He's been a pain in the ass for a while now. Guess our little fuck-up caused him some trouble, too. Finally, something good comes from this debacle. At this point, I'm starting to lose consciousness. I'm sick of being tossed around like this, literally. Hey, he's in there, right? Oh, hey. Bell? Wing. Oh, yeah, he's in there. We have a first aid kit in the vehicle, right? Yeah, why? He's been through a lot. I can't imagine. Here, let's get him out. Are we really doing this? Yes. I can hear the third member groan. I don't agree with this. It's about our pay grade. They want to negotiate for higher pay. Like that's ever gone well. Stop being a stick in the mud. Come on, let's help him already. Can't have said it better myself. These voices, they sound familiar. Before I can speculate further, the door opens. The evening sun gives them enough of a backlight for me to make them out. The guy holding the door looks like a white tiger. There's a hyena. See what's the other guard? And someone I don't recognize. I recognize the other two though. They're from the Tabard coup Lance had. They were a part of his former crew. This is not something I want to deal with right now. Hey, you doing alright? He speaks in a soothing voice. It's nice, but I'm not letting my guard down. Don't respond, just stare at him. Hey Axel, he's pretty shaken up. I can feel you in the car. Alright, sounds good. Oh damn, I think he hit his head. Clement bound him up like that. Sorry I couldn't stop him. I think you made all the right calls, don't worry. What's important is that he's safe now. Wait, can you dump Clement's body into the ditch over there? I got a better idea. Goody, she says sarcastically. The big tiger steps inside the van and crouches down by me. Wow, those are some fangs. Come here, let's get you out of here. That was this mainly because at this point I'm mostly spent. They could throw me in the ocean for all I care. He pulls out a knife. I hate that I still don't care. My eyes follow the blade as he brings it closer to me. He's wearing a smile, but I'm not sure what for. Hard to tell with his eyes closed like that. I'm just gonna cut this off of you, alright? And look what's mine. He takes that as his cue to free me from the bindings. It slides off after a few cuts. Here, can you stand? At this point, it'll just be easier to cooperate. I start to sit up. Some blood trickles down my forehead. Oh damn, let's get you passed up. He offers this big part of me. I hesitate for a moment. Eventually I take it. I'll play along for now, until I can find an opportunity to escape. Thanks. I cause the tiger to open his eyes for a moment before promptly shutting them. Of course, let's go. He attempts to help me out, but I insist I can get out by myself. Of course I can't, and I nearly fall face first to the gravel below. The tiger has to catch me so I don't meet the pavement. Whoa there. Alright, let me kill you. I can't fight him even if I wanted to. He gets me on his back. I immediately reminded of Lance. I hate this. I should be reminded of mine. How's that? The tiger tries to get me comfortable. I feel it's purring from here. It quickly lulls me into a much needed rest. I think he fell asleep. He could use some rest. We ready? Just a sec. The dragon holding a bit of gear from the van, along with a helmet. Oh, good call. But we can get some data for Clement before they realize he's gone. I wouldn't count on it, but we can try. Get in the vehicle. The van's about to blow up. Oh, hell yeah. A hyena and dragon give a resounding high five. Axel grumbles in response. Bit over the top, will you agree? Just how we like it. It'll be fine. Probably. Yeah. The three head inside the armored car. The white tiger lays their unconscious recruit on the padded bench. We need to talk about this. We will later. Let's just give him some time to rest. Fine. Alright, let's move out. I'll drive. Sounds like a plan. Ring? It's detonating. Better hurry up. Ooh. A growing headache eventually wakes me up again. I'm not sure what time is it, but I must have been out for at least an hour or so. I go on my throbbing skull. It's difficult to stay asleep like this. It's going to be fine. I think this is a terrible idea. I face the wall, but I can hear a pair of people sitting right behind me, less than 5 feet away. You really want him to join us, of all people? Well, it wasn't my idea. It was the boss's. Why does he want him to stay? He's been around for a long time. He could have some useful information. Let's interrogate him before relocating him. Shh, he's trying to sleep. Axel, this is a bad idea. I'm not so sure about that. This wouldn't be the first time. You're way too sentimental. Xavier is long gone. He's not going to know about him. This isn't about Xavier. But if he happens to know something, I'd like to hear about it. I hear the dragon grumble right behind me. Where's he going to stay? He can stay in my room while we clear out the storeroom. You really going to let him live with us? I don't see why not. Come on, you love the last recruit. That caused the dragon to stumble. That's different. Just relax. I'll take care of him. You don't have to do anything. Whatever. Just give him a chance, alright? No promises. You hear the tiger sigh. Let's follow his Silas's example. Get some rest. Whatever you say, boss. Attaboy. And practically hear the dragon scowl from here. What a lively bunch. Can't help but wonder what the hell they're going to do with me. Sleeping in a moving vehicle has never been something I was good at. I'm pretty sure I slept better on the train than here, although I guess I was moving too. I don't know. I'm too tired and confused to make sense of myself right now. That constant chatter behind me seems to have stopped. It's pretty quiet other than the running of the car. Even then, it's just a low hum. The thoughts bounce around my head are loud enough to drown it out. Something catches my attention, however. The flipping of a page. If someone's awake after all. As much as I don't want to interact with anyone right now, I can't really lay like this all day. I try to still myself. I'm not going to let anyone else influence me. With a deep breath and a loud grunt, I push myself up. Okay, so we're gonna stop here now. Wow, so that was chapter 5 of Mirror the Flowers. When I first played this game on my own, I wasn't expecting that to happen. I mean, Cooper literally sold Cyrus and basically gave the guy Cyrus's bandages in exchange for money. Apparently, like, there's the bandages from Cooper, from Cyrus, are very useful. They like samples. They use the samples from the blood, or the blood samples from the bandages for Cyrus, and they use it for something. So yeah. When I first saw this about a year or two ago, I was shocked. I mean, this person that you've been with, that you've developed a bond with for the past week, turns out to be the bad guy. Yeah, I can tell throughout as the days went on that he got pretty guilty. He looked kind of sad and kind of tense about what was about to happen. And the reason so there's a house there's his neighbor's daughter several houses down the street, and it's kind of distracting me, and this loud barking and crying, whimpering from the dog. So it's kind of distracting me from being able to play VN and being able to give him my thoughts about it. But anyway, I was really shocked that Cooper or Lance did that. I mean, he really only cares about money. He's willing to do anything to get money. Either it means literally selling people, because people kept saying that Wisdom was a safe place. So throughout this whole time, I was reading this VN with the anticipation that once they get to the spot where people from Wisdom would meet them, they would just take Cyrus in, and they would pay Cooper for taking Cyrus to them. But apparently these people would not take Cyrus in. They would only take him in if Cooper has something in exchange for them. And Cooper never told that part to Cyrus. So We got to see the real Cooper now, and he's not this good person or this good, decent person that Cyrus thought he was. He's a bad, well, he was more bad than what he's certainly more of a bad person than what Cyrus thought he was. I wouldn't necessarily say Cooper is a good or bad person. I mean, he does things according to him getting paid. So, and him getting paid means doing good things, he'll do good things. And if him getting paid means him doing bad things, he'll do bad things. Well, Cooper is all about money. He'll do anything to make money, whether it's good or bad. So Cyrus certainly thought way too highly of Cooper. He's not that good of a person. So I feel very sad for Cyrus and what he went through. I mean, right up until that moment, Cyrus was still telling Cooper that he wants to be with him and he's going to miss him, and that he doesn't want to go to Rhizome. And all of a sudden, he ends up selling to these people, and you got to see the real Cooper. So these two will meet again, obviously. I mean, I don't think there would have been any point in all that if we weren't going to see Cooper again. Him having Sprite and spending the first 5 chapters with Cooper. But we'll see him again eventually. So the people that we just met, the white tiger and the hyena and whatever that third guy is, I believe these are the people that first dropped Cyrus off at the alley, and I think one of them promised Cyrus that they would come back for him. So I think these are the people that left Cyrus behind. So we'll learn more next time. And apparently these people are Cooper's old friends, or Lance's old friends. So sometime soon we'll probably get to learn a little bit more about their past with Lance. I remember back when Cyrus was staying in Lance's apartment while Lance was out getting supplies. He went over the boxes and saw pictures, was it pictures or I don't know, but he saw images of Cooper, well, Lance and his friends there, and those are the people, and those people that Cyrus just met are the same people on that photo. So yeah, this is a chapter 5. This chapter here was a huge chapter here. It was a big turning point. So that's all for now. All the information for the games in the description box below. And once again, sorry for me tripping over my words, because this neighborhood I'm in, there are several people with dogs surrounding where I live. So we got one dog barking, got another dog crying and whimpering for some reason. It's a lot of distraction, so that's the reason why I kind of tripped over more words than usual. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.